Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Ayush and I am a trader. In this video, we'll discuss about tomorrow's expiry, where we will analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty, and we'll also talk about market in general, which sectors has been doing well, which stocks has been doing well, and we'll proceed with that. So last week, Nifty and Bank Nifty both were consistently going up. One way up we have seen. And historically, whenever we talk about that movement where we have seen like 8 or 9 candles or 7 8 candles consistently up, that is not a good thing for a bull market, because without a seller we can't go continuously up. For a good up move, we always have to see some consolidation, and as we followed by that, there was a very high risk to reward for bears. So whenever the market is, let's say, continuously going 7 8 days up, where will you keep a stop loss for your new long position? The stop loss will be too big. But for a bear who has to short on a sell on rise structure, when we talk about the broader market direction, we know that the market was from last 2 months sell on rise. Every time the market used to go up, we knew that the market has faced some selling pressure because of the structure, and whether it was in Nifty 17800 and Bank Nifty 41700, the market was always weak. But last few days we have seen that Bank Nifty has given a consistently stronger performance than Nifty, and historically it has been performing well from last 2 weeks. So how do we proceed further, taking into consideration these few factors? So talking about the broader direction, first of all we need to make sure that unless Nifty doesn't break last 3 days high, where the market has been weak and within 3 days range, so that will be a very important level. And for somebody who want to go long, the current level is not very good, so we'll wait for 17450, because the reason being that there's a gap previously and their area has been confluence area, meaning whenever the market has approached 17450, the market has literally changed its direction. So now let's say tomorrow's expiry, whenever we approach 17450, that level will be a key level to watch out for reversals. And similarly, talking about Bank Nifty currently ended around 42,150. So talking about Bank Nifty, first thing which comes out to our mind is currently last 3 days has been a structure where the market has taken a pause from the previous rally, and the market might be taking a pause before the big rally, or market might change the direction. So how do we see that? So when we take trades in Bank Nifty, my trades for tomorrow are range bound strangles. The reason being, I am not sure pretty much about the direction where it can go, because broadly it is a range bound market between 42,000 on the downside and 42,500 on the upside. So until that range has been intact, I will try to play range bound and not go very aggressive on one direction. And for tomorrow's expiry, until 42,000 is not broken, we will not try to short aggressively. Reason being, the market has been weak for last 2 days, and there has been a reason where the market is not getting a follow through down move. So which means that there have been buyers which have been trying to support it. So in case whenever there are big moves up or down, the reason they come is either the big bull who is trying to support the market, or either the big bear guy is trying to support the market is getting trapped. So whenever such guys get trapped, then the market reverts back in one direction and can fall or rise big. So that was a general outlook for Nifty and Bank Nifty. We will discuss this in detail in the screen recording part. Talking about few other sectors, why Nifty has been very slightly bearish compared to Bank Nifty is because of the IT sector results. And I wanted to talk about this particular factor in detail because many friends of mine has also been talking about that Infosys being a very big giant in the IT sector has fallen 10% in one day. Is it a good buying area? So from price action perspective, whenever the stock is falling, that is not a good level or a good reason to buy, because what is falling can continue to fall and vice versa. But from a sectorial point of view, for somebody who is looking for 3 to 5 years, the market in general is not favoring IT companies, and contrarian view or contrarian investing has always worked well, whether it was 2-3 years before motor sectors, or whether it was banks last 2 years where it has suddenly changed. So I feel that for somebody who has been a contrary investor, IT sector will be a good bet right now depending on the valuations. So now we'll go to screen recording part where we will discuss in detail along with the levels which are important for tomorrow's expiry. Hi guys, welcome to the screen recording part. So before we start analyzing trade for tomorrow and the key levels for tomorrow, first thing we'll begin with is how the market has been, how the indices has been for the previous week or for the previous days. So we can continuously see that the market was one way trending up, wherever there was a dip, the market was getting bought into and the market was kindly rising from there. So last few days has been a trend reversal, we can call it, or maybe a pause for the big rally that is supposed to come. So first thing we need to make sure is, let's say the market was trending from here and there was continuously let's say the market was continuously going up and it was always trending on this trend line. So yesterday we saw some fall coming, whether it was related to the news which came regarding the capital gain tax, and again it got bought into. But we have seen that one direction change has happened. So for the market to be very bullish now, or let's say continue the trend, the market has to first make sure that it breaks above this level. And the next thing which we need to discuss is, if you see yesterday, the market initially opened with a gap up and got down and tested the yesterday's low and again went up, and when it fell again, when it came up same from the same level, let's say the open level, it got rejected, and we can see that this level got rejected. And again today when it opened somewhere around here, it again from the starting it went down, and with a bearish structure it closed around that range only. So until for tomorrow's expiry, until we are below 42,350, we will not go very aggressively bullish, and we will try to be range bound or like slightly bearish. And talking about the downside level from where we should not be selling puts or not be very aggressive is this level, which is 42,000. So marking these two levels, the thing which I want to mark here is clearly that the range we should know for expiry where we need to trade within a range. So 42,350 will be a level where we will see on the upside, above which we will not be going very aggressively bearish or range bound. Above this we can see a trendy move coming, either because of the short covering rally that can occur or maybe anything else also. So until 42,350 is not broken, we will not be very fearful to sell calls. We will continue to sell calls, and on the downside until 42,000 is not broken, we will continue to sell puts. So within this range we'll try to be range bound. And whenever we trade market, especially being an option seller, we need to figure out these zones where the market can be range bound. So if you keep continuing to trade in this zone, you will at the end of the day benefit from theta as well as a bit of delta when you are direction. But let's say when the market want to trend, let's say when it breaks above this high, that time as an option seller you will not be very happy to get the heat of gamma spikes as well as on the downside vega spikes. So that is something where you have to make sure that you don't get caught into it, because that time whatever money you make in a range bound market, you will be giving that or way more than that. So this was our bank nifty analysis. Now we'll go to nifty and analyze how we can trade nifty for tomorrow's expiry. So analyzing nifty for last few days, nifty has been relatively weaker than bank nifty. The reason being Infosys results. Infosys on the day results came, the day preceding that it opened with a 10% circuit, and then lower it went around 10.5 or 11%. So we can see one thing continuously, that the market was in a trendy move from last few days, and the day Infosys results came, that day's open has literally turned around to be the high of the previous 2-3 days. So you can see that whenever this day it opened here, again went down, and then suddenly a rally was there. But whereas bank nifty broke that day's high, nifty still is within that high. And again yesterday also nifty opened with a gap up, but it didn't break above that high, and again from that structure continuously we saw lower low lower high formation being formed. So we can continuously see that on the upside 17,780 and on the downside 17,550. So within this range we can continuously see that a range is being formed. So if this range is broken on the downside, I will be very cautious on that factor, because nifty has been weaker than bank nifty, and this can drag it much lower, provided it being IT which is being punished or any other sectors joining it. So until market is within 17,550 or 17,500, we will stay to be range bound within this range, and on the upside 17,800. So within this range we will stick to our game of range bound play, and once this level is broken, we will always try to, if let's say a range is broken on the downside which is like multi days low or multi weeks low, so that time what happens is, that time the market can trend big. And if you are a seller who trades non-directional, even how much credit you get from the call side, the put side will punish you, and that can take away your money from the call side as well. So that time what you can do is wait for key levels where you can play reversals, and with a small stop loss, that time you sell puts. So even if you are wrong, you will give market some money but not get caught in the direction. So this was our analysis for tomorrow's expiry. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to Optionables channel. Thank you.